I want to share my thoughts about the different stages in life. Life begins with childhood. When you are a child, the only thing you want is to become an adult. It's like if you ask a 6-year-old how old he or she is, he or she would probably answer, "I'm 6 years old, 6.5, but I will be 7 in September." So a child wants to become an adult, and be able to do the things like adults do, like driving a car, pick up all the bad habits that an adult has, like drinking and smoking. And then you have the teenage years. In the teenage years, some of these childhood dreams are fulfilled. It's like you can drive a car, you can apply for a driver's license and drive a car. I dreamt about that when I was a child, what it would be like to drive a car for real. I played with my toy cars and seemed so fascinating to drive a car for real. So then in your 20s, you move out of home, you leave your parents, and you find your own apartment. Maybe you study or you get hired somewhere, so you have work, you find a girlfriend. So you pretty much become an adult, but still you experience sort of anxiety. You are concerned about the future. You don't know whether you like your job so much that you could imagine yourself working at that job all your life. Your girlfriend, you maybe have some thoughts about her. Is she right for me? Will we have a family? If you're alone, you wonder, will I ever find a partner in life? Then you have your 30s. Most people have family when they're in their 30s. So small children. And I remember when my children were small, it was quite hellish because small children, they yell, they cry, they scream. You have to clean, change their diapers, clean the house all the time, pick up their toys, and that takes an awful lot of time to, they need lots of attention. So you won't be able to, spend your time on your own. If you have a hobby like bicycling or maybe, be in nature, hunting, fishing, there's no time for that with small children. Then in your 40s, your children become teenagers and young adults, and they don't need that much attention anymore. So you have more spare time, when you're in your 40s, you feel more like self-confident. You probably are satisfied with your life. You have your wife and your job and your children, so you know the result, pretty much what your life is going to look like. In your 50s, your children are adult. They move out as you once did when you were in your teens or in your 20s. So you experience, the freedom that you had when you were in your 20s, but the difference is that when you were in your 20s, you didn't have that much money, and you were anxious about the future and concerned. In your 50s, you know that what your life is going to look like. So you feel more wise, you feel self-confident. And later on in your golden years, in your 60s, your health declines, you're not that much in shape anymore, and everything in your life slows down. You take naps in the afternoon. You didn't used to do that when you were in your 30s. And if you're a woman, you're not fertile anymore. And nowadays, many women, they want to have a career, have a house, find a husband. You know, everything should be in order before there's any plans about having a baby. But a woman, even after 35 years old, she's 35 years old, she may experience difficulties, so she will sometimes not be able to conceive a child. And that's my point, is to live your life in a certain order. You don't have to wait, you know, seize the day. If you have to find a job early on. I also did a couple of mistakes. I was unemployed for a year almost, and I lost a lot of money and time and plans that I wanted to fulfill. Many things that weren't done. Buy things, I couldn't do that. I wanted to travel, I couldn't do that because I was unemployed. I didn't have any money, no resources. So don't wait. You have to have a career now. Graduate when you're in your 20s, not when you're in your 40s. If you want to find a partner, do it at least when you are in your early 30s. If you wait and say, like, I will find someone later on, if you are 40, 45 and you are alone, living on your own, there's a high probability that nothing has changed when you are in your 50s or 60s. And when you are retired, 70 years old, you sit at home, you may have regrets in life. Don't postpone your plans, because you have to fill up your life, make it interesting. When you're older and your health deteriorates, you won't be able to do that anymore. Eventually you'll lie down and fade away, cease to exist. What I mean, a 40-year-old man should not live with his parents. Not even a 30-year-old man should live with his parents. A 40-year man should have a job. A 40-year man should not sit at home and play video games. You know, I don't blame people who are unemployed, or even people living with their parents when they're adults, but you can have trouble, you can, I mean, but you should at least try to develop, and don't engage yourself in bad habits. Don't smoke and don't drink too much alcohol, because when you are older you will pay the price of your bad habits. Your life will be a lot worse compared to a healthy person who stayed out of the drugs and, you know, instead worked out and ran and bicycled, you know.